Hello and welcome to Wendbooks Solutions. Today we are going to talk about inventory items, stock items, service items, discount items, and how to set up items generally. Now, to move to inventory, go to Inventory, Item Center, and here is a list of your items. Now you can see that we've got different type of items. We've got discount items, service items, and stock part items. You can use the filter to show all items or show active only. You may search for a particular item. Okay. Or show only items from specific warehouse. We'll just list the quantities per warehouse. Okay. Now, how we set up a new item? Very easy. Click to new item. Choose the type. For example, for the stock part, type the name. Here is where you specify if this item is part of another item, if it's a sub-item of another item. Choose the unit of measure, and you have to fill in the purchase and sales information. For example, the cost of goods sold account, the purchase tax code, the default purchase cost. If you don't know it, just enter 0. A purchase description, then you move to sales information, default sales tax code, default sales price. If you don't have one, just put 0 or enter a default sales price, sales description. And here is where we select the stock asset account, a reorder point, or mark the item as inactive. You can choose to put a picture here, save and close. Click refresh, and here is the item. If you want to build one more item, you may double click this one and click duplicate. Just replace what is necessary. Save and close. Now you've got two items. Okay, please note the transactions at the right side are those transactions related to the item. You may attach documents directly from your computer or drag and drop from emails from your Outlook application. Those could be manuals or leaflets for this specific item. And you may also type notes for this item. Double click any transaction to open. Here is a sales graph, item sales by month. You may choose the settings, change the date, change the presentation by year, or change the presentation by unit instead of using amount. You may expand, collapse, or expand to save some space here, or even change the date filter. How we set up a service item? Click new item, choose service, select sub item if you want. that could be sub-item of this one. Unit of measure. I know it's a service item, but you still need to fill some purchase information here. So some default description. You don't have the stock asset. Save and close. Now, you may also want to create a discount item as well. Here is how you create a discount item. You may want to create a discount item if on the invoice you want to use a line discount and not the discount amount here, the two discount columns here. So if you want to use a line discount, then you need to set up a discount item. Okay, let's go back to item center. Now, looking the items, any item, you can see here the stock availability and where this item is stored. If you want, let me find an example for you where you can use the stock adjustment or the stock transfer. Okay, we've got -4 quantity on hand, and let me show you how you adjust the quantity on hand for this item. It's like entering, or you can use this for opening balances. So we use stock adjustment. We may choose the warehouse. In this case, this is the main store. We may select the date. That could be an opening balance as of 31st of December. Adjustment account, if it's an opening balance, then we can use the opening balance equity. If it's end of year stock adjustment, we could use an expense account or a cost of sales account. Customer is optional and profit center is optional. Add line. Let me confirm the item, SR150. At that date, we had 0 in hand. So we want to have 4. The average cost back then was 0. So let's say the average cost back then was 40 euros each. So we had an asset value of 160. Profit center and customer is optional. If you don't have a warehouse, you may leave the default one and click save. And then you may print your transaction or see the journal. If I just move back to the item center, click refresh, I've got 1 in hand. Okay. Now, suppose I want to transfer this one from main store. Excuse me, that's the one. I've got 0 in hand. The available is -1 because I've got 1 item reserved on sales order. Now, let me just move on this one. I've got 1 stock available in store 820, which is sub-store of main store. Suppose I want to move this to a different store, so I can use the stock transfer. Let's use the today's date. Transfer from 820 to 830. Profit center can be used, but it's optional. Choose the item by typing, selecting it, or use the search button here. So from this store, if I have to select the serial number, if I'm using the serial numbers, quantity to transfer 1, and save. If I just move back, click refresh, and the store will change from 820 to 830, and the stock transfer as a transaction is listed here. Okay. Now I have to create an item, either a service or a stock or a non-stock, if I want to use invoice, because when creating invoices or quotations or sales orders or cash sales, you need to have this item drop-down box filled with an item. That could be a service item or a stock item. So you have to start from the item first before entering or creating any sales transactions. You can run reports like stock valuation detail or stock valuation summary, or from customer center you may run sales by item summary or sales by item detail. Okay, and that's all about items. Thank you for watching. Bye.